On January 20th, 1982, Ozzy Osbourne shocked the world when he bit the head off a bat on stage, thinking it was a rubber toy. Ozzy Osbourne isn't just a rock star. He's a cultural icon who helped create heavy metal, overcame personal struggles, and stayed a big-name celebrity for over 50 years. Ozzy's life and career showcase the evolution of heavy metal, the struggles of fame, and his lasting cultural impact. Let's talk about our first point, his early life and rise to fame. Ozzy Osbourne was born as John Michael Osbourne on December 3rd, 1948 in Birmingham, England. He grew up in a working-class family, and even though he struggled in school, he had an absolute passion for music. Ozzy Osbourne formed the group Black Sabbath in 1968 and took the rock and roll scene by storm. Some of their most notable albums are Black Sabbath and Paranoid. By the late 1970s, Black Sabbath became one of the most influential heavy metal bands in history. Now, let's talk about his solo career and personal struggles. In 1979, Ozzy was fired from Black Sabbath from substance abuse issues. However, he launched a successful solo career with his help from his wife and manager, Sharon Osbourne. He released his album Blizzard of Oz in 1980, where he released his most known song that everybody knows, Crazy Train, and then released his second album, Diary of a Madman, in 1981, which solidified his status as a solo star. Ozzy struggled with drugs and alcohol throughout the 1980s, and the loss of Randy Rhoads, a good friend and guitarist, in 1982 in a plane crash deeply affected and made this problem worse. Despite all of this, Ozzy kept touring and releasing music and eventually became sober later on in his life. Finally, let's talk about his cultural impact. Ozzy inspired countless metal and rock bands, from Metallica to Slipknot. He is well known as the godfather of heavy metal, and Ozzy gained more popularity with the reality show The Osbournes that showed between 2002 and 2005 on MTV. Ozzy was also inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2006. Ozzy was very public about his struggles with Parkinson's disease when he got diagnosed in 2020. Even through his diagnosis, Ozzy still released music and performed for his loving fans. From a poor kid in Birmingham to the frontman of Black Sabbath to a solo act and reality TV star, Ozzy's story is one of survival and reinvention. Ozzy once said, "Of all the things I've lost, I've missed my mind the most. Yet through all the chaos, he shaped a genre, inspired generations, and became one of the most unforgettable figures in music history."